Hey everybody, this is TTKB and we are back with another episode of Prince of Persia 2008 edition. I keep adding that because it's fun to say. Anyway, last time we met up with another corrupted of Ahriman's forces, the Concubine. And it was quite an interesting battle, specifically because it's way different than what we've met before, in that because she is an illusionist, when we met with her, she in fact prevented... It was a bit of a different kind of lead up to the fight, whereas the other ones, it was... We just spent our time traversing each platform and sliding around and climbing on pillars. We did the same thing, but before you didn't run into the corrupted until after all of those segments. Whereas in this section, or specifically, I'm pretty sure this is going to go for most of the concubine sections, the entire platforming aspect of the area is actually built around the fight, in terms of she appears from the very beginning, or nearly the very beginning, to mess with you. And you actually go around each platform in an attempt to, you know, catch up to her and strike her down. So that's pretty cool. Let me run up on the ceiling here to grab that. But now we are heading back to the temple. Actually, I've been collecting all these damn light seeds for no reason, because now we're gonna head back to the temple first to grab a new power, because we have enough light seeds to do so. And so I've been climbing the wrong way. So let's head back this way, shall we? Go down then, yeah. Before I get myself killed. And let's talk to Elika for a bit, actually. Well, what do you got to say, Elika? You seem very, very intent in speaking.
Where would you go, if you could?
The ocean. What's it like?
Well, in the desert you feel alone. You survive the desert. But you live the sea. I'd be careful, princess. You see that? You might not come back.
Yeah. Look at him. So, if anything, the prince would probably really like to be a pirate if he could. Or maybe he has been a pirate. Ooh la la. Yes, think about it. No, probably not. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I'd say, description of the difference between living in a desert and living in the sea. But you can understand, it's much more lively in the sea. It's a lot of sea life that you could see right there at the surface, whereas quite often in a desert, there are things living in the desert, but quite often to find them, they're buried in the sand. You gotta go searching to find something living and capable of acting as friend, I guess. Technically, you wouldn't befriend anything in the I wouldn't befriend anything in the desert. But yeah, I was talking about the traversal in this game, the parkour. While it's definitely, like, I like it. And I can see... Oh, there we go. Thank God I caught that. Jeez. And it's really something, once you get the hang of it, it's not that much of a problem. But the problem is, a lot of other games, the input is immediate. You press... like, I'm pressing A to jump, I'm pressing right trigger to slide down the surface. And if it was any other game, I would do this, and then immediately, like, my character would be responding. And when my character responds, it would be... How do I put this? Just, it feels very just direct. Whereas in this game, in this Prince of Persia, I can definitely see this, the moment where I press jump and the moment when the prince actually jumps. It feels practically, it's more than a second. It could in fact be like 2 seconds long.
We're alive, so he must be trapped. Ow!
It can't be.
After what's happened so far today, you think there's anything that can't be?
These plates haven't been lit for generations. The healings must have had an effect.
Will they keep Ahriman trapped?
No. They gave the Ura their powers. Now that they're active, we can reach the other fertile grounds. If we heal those...
Then he'll be trapped and we can get out of here?
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, here we are, getting our Huller powers. Now you can actually choose any of these 4 to start with. I'm going to start over here with the red.
Fertile grounds in the citadel and the
Yeah, and that's why you would specifically, depending on which you choose, that's who you can go to first. I'm gonna pick red because I started in red. Or, nah, I didn't start in red, but one of the first powers I saw, one of the first panels, was a red panel.
We have to use these powers to get up to the fertile grounds?
Yes, they were used to protect them.
You're gonna have to teach me how to use them.
And now we have a little tutorial for it. Except she really wants to talk. Where you at? Where you at?
Tiring.
Really? Really? You want to give me that little goof? Okay. Hold on. And let's see. Yep. There we go. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, the red one is pretty much a vortex that shoots you. I'm pretty sure it always shoots you sideways, I think. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good, safe bet. That is the red one's power. And that's kind of its symbol there too, is like a sort of whirlwind-esque. Like it's supposed to be a spinning wind, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, because I'm just going off my own interpretations.
Elika, please, I did this for you. The task of our people is past. The tree grows weak.
Are those your words? Or Ahriman's?
Where was Ormas when your mother was taken from us? Where was he in your hour of need? Elika, I am your father. I am your king.
Say, the next time you want to win your daughter back, you could try just giving her a pony. The apocalypse doesn't really cut it. Hey,
We have one of the powers of Ormaz. We can reach more of the fertile grounds. Let's go to them.
It doesn't have to be a pony, Prince. Maybe she likes something else. Maybe she into other things. You ever think about that? Maybe she wants to play with a Transformer doll. Doll, action figure, they're the same fucking thing, really. Let's be serious here, okay? Like, you want to play all the ideas that doll and action figure are different. But in the end, girls, boys, whoever, they play with them the way they want to play with them. I know boys who played with freaking G.I. Joe, but have them in a fucking tea set. So, it don't mean nothing. But anywho, now that we've done political correctness hour for some strange fucking reason, let us continue. Before I head over to those 2 places that we can now reach, I'm actually gonna head to the city gate, the city of light first, because there's one last person that we haven't met. And so let's go meet him.
there's a bit of directional help here.
And head that way. But yeah, like I was saying with the inputs, it's just, it's 2 seconds. It's really delayed. And so you have to be very patient when playing this game. And that's something that feels almost counterintuitive to the idea of the parkour, especially because you get used to games that when you're doing all of these tricks and stuff off of buildings and everything, that it's supposed to be... Is it up this? Okay, I was about to say, what the hell is this then? That's something interesting. I'm gonna go up next time. But yeah, I think of like Mirror's Edge, I think of all the Assassin's Creed games, of course still Ubisoft. I think of actually Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare, and Titanfall, both included those little abilities to like run on walls and stuff that add a very fast component to the gameplay. You think of parkour, you think of something very fast, especially even real life parkour. You watching people, they're running most of the time. They're running across buildings and rooftops. But in this, you have to have that patience. And so I can see why a lot of people will be pissed off with this game's controls, because that is a very counterintuitive thought. It was like, it's parkour. Why am I pressing a button, waiting for that input to happen, and then waiting for the exact moment to then press my next button? That shouldn't be the case. I should be able to just like constantly pressing things, or just straight up go the Assassin's Creed route and press only one button and that does everything for me. Which I kind of don't like that. I like the idea. Give me some struggle. Let me take some part in the actual parkour. At least this makes me feel like I have control over my actions. Even when it messes up and glitches out, like it's me. It honestly is me, because I put in unnecessary input because I don't realize that the animation hasn't stopped.
I get the feeling if corruption didn't do this, something worse did.
In the last battle with Ahriman, the city was given to the warrior. I think this could be his work.
And bam, okay, we are now in the area of the warrior, who is going to be much scarier than the hunter. And I talked about the hunter as if he was the super baddie. So next episode, we're gonna enter the city gate and face the hunter in order to save these fertile grounds. I'll see you guys then. Bye!